Oh my God, I'm so excited. My name is Hannah Arin, and this is Young and Branded. This is episode 1. Like, wow. Let's go.
Hannah, how are you feeling?
I feel so excited, so happy, like I'm actually doing this.
Yes, you are.
Actually doing this.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Good. So, by the way, who is Hannah?
Hannah is a firstborn, a happy girl. You always find me smiling, even in the down times. Hannah is also very energetic. That's why you will see me doing so many things at the same time. And I think Hannah is a very lovely, loving person. Professionally, though, I am a graduate professional journalist from Makerere University. I have experience in broadcast media, 3 years, actually 3.5 years in broadcast radio at 104.1 Power FM. And then currently on broadcast TV, UBC TV, I have a show called Your Space in collaboration with the Office of the IGG. And that's what I basically do when it comes to broadcast media, but I'm also a multimedia journalist, storyteller, and I have an organization called Art for Change. So what we basically do in Art for Change is we use art and storytelling to add value to SDG 4, which is quality education, SDG 13 when it comes to climate action education. Yes, and currently the founder of Young and Branded.
That's quite the CV. But let's start here. Let's come back. Which schools have you gone to?
I've gone to the Aga Khan Primary School for my whole primary life. I've been to Branyanji Girls for 6 years of my high school. That's in Busheni.
Wow.
Yes. And I voluntarily, by the way, decided to go back for my A-level.
Okay.
And then when I graduated high school, I went into university, Makerere University, did 4 years of journalism and communication, and I graduated this year in January.
Congratulations.
Clap for me, madam.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
So that's 6 years in Branyanji.
Yeah.
What's your fondest memory from Branyanji?
First of all, Branyanji is an all-girls school. So you can imagine all the drama
I cannot imagine.
happens in all-girls school. I think my fondest moment has got to be every Saturday evening. We always had a special dinner.
Okay.
We had meat, matoke, rice, and the whole activity before the meal was my fondest moment.
What was the activity?
We used to like spice our plates. We used to call it spicing our plates with like appetit. So appetit is like cooked oil with like different spices. We used to put roiko. We used to put, all those nice cinnamon. What else we used to put? Like peanut butter as well. So that when we hear that bell go like ding, 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 time for dinner,
The plates
we
are
all
ready.
rush to the dining hall and just enjoy that lovely meal. It's crazy how we used to like look forward to it all the time.
Nice. Branyanji girls should be in the comment section telling us
Hi
more
border.
about
We used to call ourselves border. Hi border.
it. Okay.
Not border, but border.
Okay. All right. But also, what are some of the fellowships and programs that have influenced your journey?
My journey has been deeply, really influenced by fellowship programs. I think the moment I found out that there's actually a concept of fellowship programs, my life changed. My very first opportunity was the Media Challenge Initiative Fellowship Program. That was 2022, where we basically were young journalists came together and were trained, equipped, skilled to tell stories. Then I also did the Content Catalyst Fellowship Program under the French Embassy for content creators that want to learn how to make business out of content. Yeah, and that's actually where Art for Change was born. That was 2023. And then I also did the YALI, Trevor Noah Educational Change Makers Program. That was in Nairobi, Kenya for like a month. for educational change makers in the country. Lovely program. And no, I did not meet Trevor Noah. Everybody keeps asking me, oh my God, Hannah, like, did you meet Trevor? And we honestly felt like we're going to have like a surprise visit from Trevor when we graduated. My dear, there was no Trevor Noah.
That's good to clarify that.
Yeah.
Now that you've talked about that, what's the biggest assumption people have about you but it's not true?
The biggest assumption people have about me is Hannah is a billionaire or millionaire. Listen, I'm not saying I'm broke. I'm not broke.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that just because you see somebody putting so much investment, time, money into their craft does not necessarily mean they are loaded, and that you should be loaded in order to do the same investment in what you actually want to do for life. It just means that you're just really determined. And I mean, once you start on whatever idea you have, the money comes.
So your currency is determination.
So my currency is determination. It's
Good
not
one.
US $1 billion.
Good one. So if your personal brand was a smell, what smell would it be and why?
My smell, I think my personal brand would be like minty. You know, like that chocolate mint. Like when you like take the chocolate,
yeah,
and then it like smothers into like a minty that like strikes your eyes and your nose, and like that would be me.
Okay, why?
Yeah, mint is like so fresh, energetic. Like it's a breath of fresh air. That's what my brand is. Like Hannah Arinitwe is that kind of person. Fresh, energetic, different, that unique.
Pierces your nose and all your senses.
Yeah, it just pierces your nose and your eyes and all that stuff. That's minty.
Love that. What would you say was your branding turning point?
I think I had like my branding turning point, I think, was the time I stepped into the MCI fellowship program. You know, when I was younger, I used to say, oh, I want to be on TV. I want to be on radio. Like, that's what I thought journalism was. I thought that's what storytelling was until I entered into this fellowship and I got to find out there are so many different things that entail journalism. Like, you do not have to be in a media house for you to be a journalist. Like, there's so many different things. Solutions storytelling, there is investigative journalism, there is podcasting, there are so many things. Like, there's documentary kind of storytelling that doesn't necessarily need to be in that space. So when I joined the MCI fellowship, like, it opened my mind to so many possibilities. Like, oh my God, you mean I can do this? I can do that. I can even begin like my own business in journalism and storytelling. I can decide not only to be a presenter. Okay, I can be a director. I can be a producer. I can be like, you get like that moment changed my whole brand. Now, Hannah Arinitwe no longer wanted to be just a presenter on the screen. I now decided to become a storyteller. That's my brand.
Nice. Would you say that's the most defining moment for you?
Yeah, that's the most defining moment. Because like before then, I don't think I even understood what it means to be a journalist.
You just wanted to read news.
I just wanted to read news, look pretty, and read, there's a teleprompter. You just read what they have written for you and look cool and look cute and then leave studio. Like, that was my turning point.
Nice. Okay, so now we're going to play a game.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Get your game
Let me get my game tool. Ellen, pass me my game tool. Okay, I'm ready.
Nice.
What are the instructions for this game?
So we're going to play this game that we call They Are Young and Branded, but. So I'll read a line and you'll tell me, are they still a 10 or does the rating drop?
Okay.
If possible, you could even tell us to what rating.
Okay.
And what, if you could explain a bit why it's dropping or why it's remaining a 10. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So if it's a 10, you show us the front, and if it's the rating drops, you show us the other. Okay. Good. All right. So the first is they are young and branded, but they treat everyone like they matter.
Oh, that's a 10.
Why?
Come on. Yeah. I mean, you're treating everybody like they matter. Like, do you want to treat people like trash? Like, that's not really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
I think they're definitely a 10. I know sometimes when we get to understand like who we are, what our brand is, even build our brand to a level where you're now known, sometimes we feel like certain people shouldn't even touch me or talk to me or like advise me because I'm that person. But if you are saying you're treating everybody the same, you're a 10.
Big 10.
Very 10.
I would say the same. So
Yeah.
they are young and branded, but their real life and online brand are two different people.
That is like a 2 out of 10. Like, sister, what are you doing? Brother, what are you doing? Honestly, that's the thing about authenticity. Authenticity allows you to just be yourself, because one day your online brand will clash with your offline brand, and my friend, you will crash.
Real crash.
Yeah, so just be yourself, be authentic. The Hannah that's online should be the Hannah that is offline. Do not confuse people.
Okay.
But also people can be able to people can notice a fake like 1,000 miles away. Like somebody can just be like, that's a fake. Like people are exposed to that level. So it's better for you to just be yourself. Like Hannah online is Hannah offline.
And I think that's also integrity.
That's integrity. That's integrity. Thank you.
Very much integrity.
Yeah.
So they're young and branded, but they're ever tired and brag about burnout.
Okay, clock it. Honestly, there are people who actually think it's cool to say, I'm tired, I'm stressed. That is, I think that is like a 2 out of 10. Like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing those things? It's good to honestly have rest, because I know we're always trying to like chase the bag and chase the dream and chase the vision and all those different things. But prioritize your rest. There has to be a balance. The effort you're putting into your work should be the same effort you're putting into your rest. But also, stop bragging about being you're actually telling us that you don't know how to balance your time at the end of the day. That reminds me, when I came here, I said I'm tired. When I entered studio, I said I'm tired.
We forgive you.
You forgive me?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Then they're young and branded, but their bio says DM for business. But guess what? They don't reply their DMs.
Oh my God. You are 5 out of 10. I think it's good. First of all, it shows a lot of enthusiasm, to say like, oh, listen, my DM is open for you. But why are you opening your DM if you're not checking your DMs? Yeah, that's a red flag. So, like I said before, your online brand should be similar to your offline brand.
Yeah.
So if you are saying you want to actually interact with people, they'd be open to interacting with people. If not, there is an option for you to close your messages.
Or even get someone to help you with them.
Exactly. Get someone to help you with them and maybe catch up. Maybe you're so busy and so stressed. You can't. Yeah.
So go get someone to help.
Yeah.
Okay. They're young and branded, but they took a break to protect their mental health.
10.
Okay.
Thank you. That's nice. Sometimes chasing the dream can be very hectic. But once you're able to catch on that you need a break, that's a 10.
Yeah.
Go get a break and come back stronger with better ideas, more creativity, more energy. But fun fact is, I don't think I've given myself a break yet. Like I've not reached that point of I need a social media break or a branding break or I feel like I've not yet reached that point. But if you feel like you have reached that point, that's a 10.
Big 10.
Now
this is the last one. They are young and branded, but they know their real identity comes from God.
100 out of 10.
That's a good source.
Whoa, knowing your identity in Christ is very important. And as a Christian, I know how that has been a turning point for me. Otherwise, I think I would have been in a completely different path than I am right now. When I tell people that how I joined journalism was actually a sign from God, it sounds very cringe, right? But that's actually what happened. I was in prayer at a certain point in my life, my senior 6 vacation. I was in deep prayer asking God, show me the way, show me the light. Should I take media or should I take the law? Because all my skills could be able to fall in whatever space, but where do you want me to go? And at that time I got a call that, Hannah, we want you to train for radio. I was like, okay, God, I hear you, I see you, and I'm going to take that route. Ever since then, every single step I take is just a manifestation of I listened to what God wanted me to do. What's best for me to do. So your identity in Christ is very, very key. I think it also helps guide the kind of person you are.
Yeah.
Certain things that you do and shouldn't do. Yeah. That's how you see so many people in the media, for example, getting into drugs, getting into sex addiction, all these different things. I don't blame them, but sometimes when you don't have a strong foundation, it gets a bit blurry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So being a Christian is like your guiding principle.
100 out of 10.
That gotta be your 10.
Yes.
As we get out of the game, who do you think was the most branded person in the Bible?
Oh, the most branded person in the Bible? Who is that? Let me see. Most branded person in the Bible. I think I'll go with Job. Yeah, like I think I'll go with Job because I feel like everybody knew who Job was, and they didn't just know him, but they knew what he stood for, and they knew he loved God.
Yes.
And I think he was the most branded person.
And I also think that he was very authentic.
He was very authentic, yeah.
Okay, authentic brand. Love it. Now as we get out of the game, let's get into the podcast, Young and Branded.
Young and Branded.
Come on now. Can you just do a little dance for Young and Branded?
Young and Branded, Young and Branded. I hope they put some music in the background. Yay!
Okay, so let's talk Young and Branded. What does it mean for a young person to be young and branded?
Now, I've gotten questions, people asking me, Hannah, I am this age. Am I still qualified to be called young and branded? My answer is yes. When I say young, I don't mean your age. I mean young in your vision, young in your idea, young in your strength. You are starting out. That's the kind of young I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's the young and branded that I'm actually looking at. I feel like this platform is meant to support, encourage, guide so many young people like myself in their journey to becoming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. So what does then branded mean?
Branded means knowing who you are. Do you know who you are? Why are you doing what you do? Does it align with your values? That's what I mean by branded.
Okay. What's the story behind starting Young and Branded as a podcast?
I think, first of all, the fact that you are in mainstream media, some of the content that you are sharing online is very structured, it's very boxed sometimes. I felt I needed an avenue, a platform where I can be able to express myself freely, but also have other young people who want to express themselves freely. That's one of the reasons why I began Young and Branded. And secondly, I started Young and Branded because I want to create a platform for other young people like myself to have free access to be able to tell their stories, build their brand, and give them an opportunity to shine. Yeah.
Interesting. That's a good one. So even as we get into the content, what to expect, from Young and Branded as a podcast as it's starting, tell us about that.
Young and Branded is going to be one of the most consistent shows, first of all. If you're scared of starting, it's like, like how you want to start a season and then halfway through the season, you realize it was cancelled. And now all the excitement that had built up is now dead. That is not what we are doing here. This is going to be your consistent friend when it comes to all conversations around being bold, being young, being heard. So expect an episode every last Friday of the month. Sometimes it may just be me sharing my experience, and other times we should be having other guests, other young people like you here on the show, sharing their stories and sharing their snippets into how they've been able to build their brands at such a young age. Yeah.
Which kind of energy should we expect from the podcast?
Oh, yes. Expect, number one, I feel like I said energetic so much, but it's because that's the one word that kept ringing in my mind. So expect energy, expect brilliance, Expect vibrancy.
Love it.
Expect excitement.
Love it.
That's the vibe we're going for.
Okay, interesting. Now, as we wind down, any final words?
Any final words? I hope that this platform will encourage you to start your journey now, to start building your brand now. But also, do not forget to like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
And share.
Yeah. See you. Bye.
Bonus questions.
Oh.
Are we having a hard reveal at the podcast launch?
Hi. Why do you keep asking me if we're having a reveal of somebody or someone on my podcast launch? The answer is no, guys. I am as single as a Pringle. I wish I brought my Pringles here. I would show you guys how the Pringles look like.
Okay, say young, branded with a tagline one more time.
Young and branded. Young, bold, hard.
Nice.
So am I supposed to look at the camera or at her?
Look at her. Let me see. No, try speaking, looking at her.
Okay, so Milan, what's my very first question?
Your very first question is...